What is going on, guys? Welcome back to EU4 as Antioch, which has won the vote in a landslide. About 70 to 80% of you have actually voted for Antioch over Pasai and Kilwa. So yeah, that was quite decisive indeed. And I think it's really cool because there was actually a comment that suggested we could reform the Seleucid Empire, which was one of Alexander the Great's one of the successor states after Alexander the Great's empire fell apart, and they were actually based around Antioch and Syria, and yeah, they expanded very far into Persia. Well, technically they've expanded into Anatolia, and we have already, maybe with the exception of Saruhan, we have already conquered all that the Seleucids historically had under their control, and then some. They've never actually reached Constantinople, and some of these northern provinces they've also had under their control. So in the west, we're already doing much better than the historical empire, but in the east, there's still a few things that we must do. So all of this was part of the Seleucid Empire as well, and that's definitely something I would like to try and take over, as well as some of the provinces here. Going toward the Levant is definitely going to be possible, but the provinces here and here are currently held by Egypt, our strongest ally, and I guess currently actually our only ally. So I'm not really quite sure if we're going to break with them. Certainly not in the beginning. We might do that a little bit later, but at the moment, this is not going to be an option. So the first thing that we're going to focus on is obviously dealing with the rebels, and then we'll push into Persia. But before we actually declare any wars, you'll see that we have a bunch of issues that we need to deal with. We have a little bit of corruption, we've got some loans, our income doesn't look too hot, we've got no manpower, and yeah, there's a few other things that we must fix. We also have tons of diplomats doing all kinds of spy activities, and I'm going to probably recall most of them because we do have a truce with Greece. So let me see. Yeah, we have a quite a long truce. So what we'll do is, we do have a claim here. Let me see. Okay, let's get a claim on Saruhan. Why not? Let's see what else we've got. One. Can we claim this little island as well? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we'll get that. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, roads we could take as well, but we don't have enough spy network. Okay, so let's just come back from Greece. And we do need to core Cyprus. So let's go ahead and do that. That will take a little bit of time. Constantinople is going to be done very soon. Right, okay, so let me quickly check this out. There's so many things that we must do. We're currently guaranteeing the Levant, and there's just no point in doing that. We definitely want to go to war with them, so here's what I will do. I will revoke the guarantee. There you go. And what we'll also do is we'll, yeah, cancel the embargo on Ferrara, because there really is no point. Because that's actually hurting us economically, because they're not our rivals. In terms of rivals, actually, speaking of rivals, we have 100 power projection because we've conquered several provinces from our rivals, from Greece, the Levant, and Armenia Khan. And Armenia Khan was actually recently eclipsed, so that's pretty cool. Armenia Khan is, I think, the last remaining state of the former Byzantine Empire, one of the vassal states of the former Byzantine Empire that has survived. Very small. We might leave them alone. I'm not too interested in taking over that stuff, but yeah, kind of interesting to see that they are still around. Okay, now, what else is there to mention? We do have too many generals, so I need to fire one. And I want to fire this guy, because he's just kind of the worst all around. Like, this guy is better. He's got one more pip. And this dude is obviously our best general, so let's kill him. Well, not kill him. Let's retire him, I guess. That's better. We do have an admiral, but our fleet is not really something worth mentioning. Maybe we're going to build that up. I'm not entirely sure. For now, let me just quickly see. We've got 12 transports. We've got 2 galleys and 4 heavies. And then another galley here. We'll send you in here. And then the transports we'll just kind of mothball for now. We don't need them. And in fact, I guess the rest of our ships can mothball too. Yeah, and also, just for the sake of my own sanity, let's rename this to transport, just so I know what's going on. And this is our war fleet. I know it's not super important, but I like doing that just to Wait, those are 2 frigates. All right, this is our trade fleet. Yeah, it's not huge. Speaking of trade, there's many things that we must do. Currently, we're collecting in Aleppo. And that's not really all that ideal because about 10 gold is being transferred by our friend, our ally Egypt, all the way to Alexandria. So they're making bank, whereas we are not really making all that much money from trade. So I'm thinking once Constantinople is a core, we'll switch our trade port over to Constantinople and we'll have our traders move on the trade to Constantinople. Because we do have a lot of power in this node. We have about 50% of the power here. So moving all of this to Constantinople instead of Alexandria is definitely going to help us a lot. But for that, as I said, we have to wait. What else have I written down? So many things that we must do. Right. Now, if we have a quick look at the current age, it's the age of absolutism. And we have none of these objectives fulfilled, but we already have one of the abilities, and that is the absolute government. Is the best one to pick, so props to the AI there. I don't know what our absolutism is at the moment. It's 28. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible, so that's definitely something we can work with. But there's also the chance for us to get at least one of these objectives, and that's the multicultural nation. So having 5 promoted cultures, and that should be very possible for us. We can promote both the Turkish as well as the Pontic group, and there we go. We've got 5 promoted cultures, 5 out of 5, and that fulfilled this age ability. And it does fit our queen as well. She's righteous, benevolent, just kind of seems like a nicer queen. So accepting cultures always seems possible. Or, you know, within reason, I guess. Now, we're right at our force limit in terms of troops, but obviously we do lack manpower. We also have a lot of mercenaries. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to consolidate here, and we're going to do the same thing. Well, it doesn't actually do anything here. We'll have you stop. We have to do something about this. These rebels. Greek separatists, pretty big army led by a inspirational leader. So we definitely have to deal with them. And then we also have Ardalan separatists over here. And the single cannon that I'm rather gonna bring here to the rest of our forces. What are you guys doing? Protecting trade in Aleppo. That's fine for now. We could adopt a theocratic administration. But I just don't really see the point. We're not going to do that. What we'll do instead is we will actually change our government once we have the points again to an administrative monarchy. It's just much better. Production and tax more useful than... I mean, manpower is good, but yeah, I think we're going to switch this to an administrative monarchy. But we need to talk to the estates here. We can grant monopoly charters to the burghers. Then we can get... Okay, so there's a couple things I want to do. Seeking support of clergy here would be nice. We have tons of prestige and legitimacy coming in because we have a papal sanction for a dynasty as well as a papal blessing. So we're highly involved with the Catholic Church. So we can definitely spend prestige and legitimacy, but the clergy has a lot of power, a lot of influence in our provinces. So if we seek support, that would give them 10 influence, which would bring them to 77. That's pretty powerful. And sending them an emissary... You know what I will do is I'm going to actually send an emissary to the Pope. And that brings us to 77 as well. But that means we're close to 50 papal influence. And that means we can proclaim a holy war once we are actually at war. And that will give us another 15% manpower recovery speed, which is something we desperately need at the moment. We do get 15% local recruitment manpower recovery from our idea, which is nice. Our traditions, in fact. But we need more than that. We need our manpower back quickly. Okay, so what else? Rebels are about to rise up. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, let me quickly check. We have... talk to our states. I think there's something we can do with the nobility as well. Maybe they will, if we call it diet here, they will give us more manpower recovery speed as well. Perfect. It's not a 5% added. And, We could... I think we're going to leave it at that. Because we don't need another general. What is our current military tradition? It's only 19. That's really not that high. Also, our professionalism isn't very high, but that's okay. That's something we'll be able to deal with. Alright, corruption. Yeah, that's because of overextension. Not really a big deal. Economy. Poof, yeah, I mean, that's fine. And anything else? Okay, let me quickly check. We have accepted the cultures. Right. Okay, now what we got to do is we got to find some friends. We don't have any diplomats right now, and we currently have one of you working here. You know what? Let's actually claim Ardalan. Let's just move forward. Yeah. One province at a time. We'll claim a few. I think maybe those 5 we're going to take in the first war that we'll declare very soon with our buddy Egypt to the south. They're willing to help us, but right now we're just not in the position. Okay, let's slow down a little bit. Let's move forward. Okay, we have gained Constantinople as a core, and we can make that into a state immediately, which we will. And now, I wonder... Okay, we could do that if we had enough, well, diplomatic points. Can we demand that from you? We could. Also, can I... We have 60 autonomy here. Yeah. Damn, Constantinople has not been built up. That's just a marketplace here. I want to give this to the burghers. At some point. Devastation is really bad here. Yeah, so Constantinople's not really worth all that much at this moment. It's actually quite a broken province. But that's okay. We'll deal with this. We'll get it back up. Okay, I'm waiting for our diplomats to return. There should be a stable government. We've got plenty of prestige. We can ignore these people. Whatever they have to say, we don't care. And yeah, we gotta find some friends. Now, right now, we have Egypt as our ally. The one and only ally we have. And I'm thinking about adding Sicily as a second one. They're rivaled with Austria, which is someone that we have rivaled as well. They have the same dynasty as Egypt, so we kind of maybe have some good relations. And yeah, just overall, they would be helpful if at some point we do decide to go against Egypt. It would be nice to have someone attacking them from a different front. So Sicily would definitely be a good pick. Other nations that we could pick would be Russia, but as you can see, yeah, Russia, we had left Russia in a bad state, and it has only gotten worse. So even though they would accept an alliance, I don't think we want that. So instead, I'm going to actually go for one free city here. Thessaly, I think it's called. Thessaly. They are only 22 development, 1 province minor. But, you know, allying them would still kind of be nice. They can provide something. As well as they could give us some trade power. But for that, we need to be allies. So that's something we'll do. Okay, 6 days. Sicily accepted our alliance. Perfect. And now Thessaly. Thessalonica. It's hard to pronounce, honestly. For some reason. I'm not quite sure why. But yeah. We need more admin points. Can we... We should probably focus on that. We cannot change it for another 20 years, however. That's problematic. I'm gonna go with this very cheap man. There's only 1 ducat. That's actually really cheap. And then trade efficiency would be nice as well. There you go. Yeah. We just kind of have to suck it up that we're losing money at the moment. Okay, you accepted our offer. And then... damn it. You will combine. There you go. Okay, so we've got mothballed ships. That's okay. There's England over here. And yeah, we're just going to be waiting a little bit. Okay, we've got another free diplomat. I'm not quite sure why we're... guaranteeing you your ally to Karelia and Armenia Khan. I mean, I would like to get these 2 provinces, but Persia has claims on them as well. I think we're just going to keep them around for now. I think that's perfectly fine. And yeah, We'll have to take another loan, but that's okay too. What to do with the rest of our diplomats? We just lost one. That's the one the AI gets for being stupid. They get an extra diplomat. Okay, so what are we going to do with these others? We're counter-espionaging in these two nations. That's okay. We do have espionage. We're currently working on that. We have also diplomatic, administrative, offensive, and religious. Interesting layout, I guess. Not the best for combat. I mean, offensive is good, but, you know, another military idea would probably be useful. But yeah, whatever. We can get the... forgiving usury would be nice as well. What's our inflation like? Our inflation is pretty high. And we do have... I mean, I kind of want the Holy War. 15% manpower recovery speed. I mean, that would be really good. Then again, forgiving usury? Reduce our inflation. I mean, is our economy going to be fixed? Advisors maintenance is... Wait, why is that so expensive? It's actually not... It's actually pretty okay. State maintenance, army maintenance is very expensive. Well, that's probably because we're paying for reinforcements, right? Yeah, mercenaries, reinforcements. Alright. Well, we're going to have to deal with this for now. Took another loan. Take the marriage offer, of course. And I'm thinking... Yeah, maybe improving relations here with Egypt. We are kin. We are kin? We're not, but I think maybe we have a royal marriage or something. That's possible. Let's improve relations, and yeah, then also I'm thinking about allying the Papal State. Just because we have so many interactions with the Pope, you know, the blessing of our dynasty and prestige, but they're currently fighting our rival, Austria. So, I'm actually going to accept that. If they call us into a war, I am going to join, but I hope they don't. So we'll see. We'll see if they do it. And of course, they immediately did. Wait, you're fighting England? You're not. Okay. So we are going to join in. So we're going to be at war with Tuscany, Ferrara. That's actually really good. Because Ferrara over here has provinces that they really shouldn't have. We don't really like Ferrara all that much. Obviously, we had them embargoed. So, you know... I think that's actually pretty good. You know what? I'm going to dispatch one army. Well, the question is, are we able to deal with this on our own? Yeah, probably. Let's go ahead and besiege these provinces. We might be able to get something out of this. I doubt it, because the Papal State is already being besieged. But who knows? Maybe we'll get something out of this. Okay, so we've gotten our alliances. We still have to change our trade, reform the government, and stuff like that. But so far, so good. Alright, yeah, let's move on. Sending one army. We have... look at this. Yes. And Constantinople's seat of a new cardinal. Very good. So that has paid off so far. Being good with the Pope there. That has certainly paid off. And we could actually... since we're at war, we could proclaim the Holy War right now. Let's go ahead and do that immediately. And we're gaining a lot of papal influence. Look at this. It was like, I think it was at 4.9. And now, because we have an extra cardinal and more relations with the Pope, we get 7.2. Very good. We might even want to try and become papal controller. We'll have to see. But for now, we'll let you besiege the fortress. That's okay. And I'm actually going to wait for them to besiege Hamid as well. Because once they do that... Yeah, okay. We will be able to fight them in the hills. And I think that will be quite awesome. So we're going to move here. Persians have slandered our name. Yeah, that's not really a surprise. So we'll attack there. But we'll split off a few troops. There you go. You're just going to stay back and besiege Burgas. And who's coming there? That's Greece. Okay. Is Macedonia being besieged? No. Can we get there? We can't. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for Plovdiv to fall, but that should be possible. Alright. And then we'll wait here. So, internal conflicts in Korea, that's fine. Yeah. So, I would love to attack. We have a 2-4-2 leader. And this is a 2-5-2-1. And Ruthless. A battlefield medic. Reinforcement time. What does Ruthless do? Land fire damage. He would probably be better fighting these rebels. Yeah, I'm uncertain if we should attack here right now. I don't know if we have the firepower. Okay, here's what I will do. How many men do we need to siege this? 12 regiments. How many cannons? 6. Okay, so here's what I will do. I will leave... Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys here. And the rest will bring over and help with this fight. As long as we control Constantinople... Oh, Thuringia helping out as well. Very good. We might actually win this. That's pretty cool. Might win this war right now. We'll get you guys to help out. And then we should have enough power to defeat these rebels. But all of this is going to happen next time. That was it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching so far. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you're glad with the choice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode.